Hey guys, welcome back to my channel with Cooking with Maisie's. Today we're going to be making beef stew. It's a little bit chillier out here on the west coast than usual, so I thought today that I would do something that kind of warm you up. So I'm going to do a quick beef stew. I'll be using the crock pot. It's going to probably cook about 7 hours. I've done this recipe in the past in an Instapot, which took way less hours, so we'll get right into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I like to put my beef cubes in a bowl. And then that way I can be sure that everything's gonna get coated evenly. Just gonna break those up. Okay. We're gonna add about 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil because I'm gonna brown these in a cast iron pan just to get some color on them, a little bit extra taste. Gonna also add a little bit of apple cider vinegar. This is gonna help with getting the meat to soften up. Okay. Gonna add 2 tablespoons of this Worcestershire sauce. And I mentioned before, guys, I'm not a big measurer. I'm trying to get better at that so people can kind of follow along, but that just has not been my strong suit. So like I said, I eyeball everything. So I'm going to go ahead and add to this some onion powder. You add what works for you. Everybody's palate is a little bit different. I add things that I like to taste. So I'm going to add a little bit of smoked paprika, generous amount of that. A little bit of dill weed. Tad bit of cinnamon, and we're going to add some white pepper, and maybe roughly 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. And then I'll put that on everything. I'm going to do about 2 tablespoons of that as well. And we just want to get this all mixed up good. Okay, you want to make sure everything is getting coated really well so that when you start putting it in that cast iron pan, it's going to get a really good sear and each piece is going to taste as good as the first piece. So take your time and really get stuff kind of stirred in and coated. This looks like it needs a little bit more olive oil, so I'm going to go ahead and get some of that added in here. Maybe another 2. This is more meat than I expected, so I'm probably not going to brown all of this. I'm probably going to separate it out and split this into 2 meals. Like I said, I'm a family of 4, so yeah. Okay. So I think that's mixed pretty well. Let's take a look at that there. I'm gonna pop this in the fridge and let this marinate for maybe 30-40 minutes while I prepare the rest of the vegetables, and we'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back. The meat is finished marinating for 30 minutes or so. I've already heated up a cast iron pan here. It's a little bit of olive oil that's always kind of lingering in my pan, but I want to add a little bit more butter. A little bit of butter. And I'm going to add some of this, just a little bit of this minced garlic. I'm not going to use too much because I roasted some garlic in the oven that we're going to actually add to our stew. So it's going to have a little bit of this added to get that meat browned up. Okay? So this is the meat that we marinated. Gonna stir it up a little bit. I took it out so that it could come up to room temperature a little bit, and we're gonna just do this in batches, just to be sure we get some color on everything. We're gonna let this be brown. Let that go for a little bit, and we'll be right back. Okay. So this looks pretty good. You don't want to cook it done. You just want to get it brown enough to get some color on it and get it off the fire. So we're gonna go ahead and get this out of this pan. I'm just gonna throw it right in my crock pot here. Okay guys, so we browned that meat. It's all in the crock pot here. It's pretty much ready to go. We're gonna move this to the side, and from here it's gonna go pretty quickly. So in this bowl I have some red onion, white onion, yellow pepper, green pepper, parsley, all mixed in. It's just all of the little basics that I use to kind of help build my flavor. And then to this I'm just gonna add just a little bit of seasoning. Some of that, put that on everything. Some smoked paprika, a little bit more onion powder, a little bit of dill, a little bit of white pepper, and a little bit more Italian seasoning. Okay, I'm just gonna get this mixed up here. I haven't added any salt yet because we're going to use some beef stock that's store-bought, so that's going to have some sodium already in it. We use some of that Worcestershire sauce on our meat, so that has some sodium in it, and I want to be mindful of that. So this is all mixed pretty good. See a closer look at that. Okay, so that is ready to go. And now we're just going to get it all in a crock pot. I've already prepared some carrots. We have some baby potatoes. I got some rosemary from the yard and some parsley. So we're going to go ahead and just get this all layered in this pot. We'll put our meat on the bottom. Next we're going to layer in our potatoes. Okay. I like to put my rosemary towards the bottom so that it kind of gets into everything into the juice. I'm going to drop those sprigs in there now. We're going to add in our baby carrots. Plenty of those. And you want to add in these peppers and onions that we chopped and all that extra seasoning. Okay. That looks pretty good. Now we want to add in that beef stock. This is just a Great Value brand. Whatever you have will work. So I'm going to get that all poured in. Okay. And then I'm going to add a little bit of, not a little bit, this is a 4-cup container, but I'm not going to use this all. I'm probably going to use half, so that would be about maybe 1.5 cups of water. Yeah, about 1.5 cups. And then to that I'm going to add just some store-bought tomato sauce, whatever you like. Okay, put that in there. And tomato paste. This is going to help it thicken up. And then to this, you want to add just 1 cup of whatever your favorite store-bought spaghetti sauce is. Typically, I make my own spaghetti sauce from the garden. I just didn't today. I have plenty of tomatoes in the freezer, being a little bit lazy. So I'm going to use the store-bought sauce. This makes it a whole lot quicker. And you're going to add about a cup. Just eyeball that. About a cup. Okay. And again, I didn't add any salt because all of these store-bought products that we're adding already have sodium in them. So again, I want to be mindful of that. So it looks pretty good already, and we haven't even cooked this down. So that is the gist of that. That's everything. We have our meat that we browned. We have our potatoes, our carrots and peppers. The only thing that I'm going to add last is going to be some garlic I roasted in the oven earlier. And I'm going to kind of leave those cloves whole and just kind of drop those in because I want to be able to fish them back out. So I'm going to get those in there too. That was 3 really good sized cloves of garlic. And we're going to get the top on this, and we're going to get this cooking for probably about 6 hours on low, and then we'll just check it from there. Yeah, we'll be back. So we've got everything all mixed up in the pot for our beef stew. We're going to go ahead and get this turned on and let it go on low for about 6 to 7 hours. Yeah, it already looks good and it hasn't even begun to cook. That's the benefit of browning your meat and prepping everything ahead of time. So we'll check back in. Hey guys, we're back 6 hours later on low. Our beef stew is done and ready to go. I'm going to make some quick biscuits real quick, and I'll come back and show you how we plated this. Looks good. Hey guys, so we're back 6 hours later and our beef stew is done. Let's take a look at what we got here. Everything is cooked all together. I did throw some frozen corn in here too, off camera. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some of this in a bowl. I made some biscuits too while we were waiting. Make sure you get down to the bottom and get some of that meat out of there. Okay. A little bit of extra parsley on top. And I made just some drop biscuits with some honey butter. And that's it, guys. Beef stew by Maisie's Kitchen. Be sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe. Leave in the comments your thoughts on this recipe or any recipes that you might want to see me prepare. Also share your ideas. Let me know how you make your beef stew and what you do different. Thanks again for tuning in.